up, YouTube? It's your boy, Levon Casey. I'm back again with another interview. And today we have a very, very special guest. You know this man from the BGST crew? He has made his own podcast, the Multiplayer Podcast. He has associated himself with other YouTubers such as Crack Gamer Mooch and all them other folks, Showstopper and all them. Please welcome Nxtgen720. What's up, Nxtgen720?
What's going on, good brother? What's going on? Well, let me plug my headset up. Hold on.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
What's going on, good brother?
Not much. How'd you find YouTube? How did I find it? Yeah, how'd you find YouTube?
Shit, they got my iPhone. It was an app. But nah, you talking about the gaming community?
Yeah, the gaming community.
Honestly, I kind of stumbled upon it. I used to usually use YouTube for videos and documentaries, and you know what I mean. And the first person video that I've seen on YouTube was Chokyo, and I can remember the video was called the Xbox 720 and the PS4 is not much more powerful than the Wii U. That was the name of the video.
Okay. So when did you start getting to creating content and stuff like that?
Like 2012. 2012. Just tried, I guess tried my hand at it. My first videos were horrible. The more that you do it, the more comfortable you get in front of the microphone. But I was like, but the more, like I said, the more and more you do it, the easier it becomes. I just kind of found my own lane and just did my own thing.
Yeah. So how did you get into the Xbox platform?
Xbox? I guess, first of all, I play everything because I enjoy everything. I just prefer the Xbox, because the majority of my friends are there, and, the ecosystem Xbox Live. I've been playing on the Xbox since it came out in 2001. White boy came through the hood with a bunch of Xboxes. I didn't know what the hell Xbox was in his trunk of his car. I guess he had a hot credit card. He got them all from Toys R Us. I got that, and I got a DOA, Project Gotham, and something else. You know what I mean? That was more of a PlayStation guy.
Okay.
And that was it. Then the following year, once Xbox Live came out, it was like that was a wrap. Shit, I was a beta tester for Xbox Live. I've been hooked there since.
Okay. So how did BGST happen? Like, what was the making? Like, who did you start it with? Okay.
True.
Okay.
What happened was that I wanted to. It's crazy you asked me that. I wanted to bring 4 or 5 people together for Xbox Live. The only thing we basically had in common is, more or less gaming. And then, I was still very in itself new to YouTube. Not saying that, BGST was the first podcast, but I'm more or less on this side of the YouTube when nobody was doing podcasts. And people think that now it's pretty hip to show a podcast, that's the way to blow your channel or, to get, known or whatever the case. It's not actually to do a podcast or a show. It's probably one of the hardest things you can do on YouTube because you got 4 or 5 or 6 different personalities, people, egos, clash. And then you have something called real life. And whatever you got, whether you're schooling and you're working, just to commit your time to every day we're going to be there at, Tuesday to say 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And to stick to that, like I said, at the end of the day. And plus, too, not everybody's going to sit down and listen to an hour and a half.
Yeah. Some people can handle in intervals and chunks.
But like I said, even as far as YouTube, and again, I'm nobody. I have a very small brand myself, but YouTube is not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for everybody, but it's not for everybody. What I mean by that is that we all talk about the same stories, but what I've learned early on is that once you find your
niche.
Yeah, your niche. And then you get your own core. I don't call nobody no fans. I ain't got no goddamn fans, but your subscribers or whatever, they're going to tune in to you to hear your opinion on whatever topic, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes. You know, but like I say, even like I say, you still have to be entertaining. I'm sorry, but some people, not some people, a lot of jokers take this quote unquote console war. They take this shit to heart. Like, you know, it's like, you know what I mean, 99.9% of the shit you get on my channel is entertainment. I tell motherfuckers again and again, I play on that. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna get some truth. I do prefer the Xbox over the PlayStation. That's no job. But you know what I mean, they literally take that shit to heart. Oh yeah, lying. Like, yo, god damn. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man? But like I said, it is what it is.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hey.
Oh, what? You just like lagged out.
No, I didn't like. I can meet them, but.
Oh, okay. So what were you saying about the finding your own niche and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, that's all. I mean, what I've learned, just do you. And also to the end of the day, what I've learned on YouTube, I wish that I would have taken it more serious at the beginning. You know what I mean? You know, I ain't with all that. Don't get me wrong, the drama stuff, it'll bring you, to get people talking. But you get trapped in that model. People, just want to come for drama or just for trolling. And and then they be here to talk about video. Don't get me wrong, it's all. I'm not saying that I'm the Pope or Gandhi and no shit like that. But you know what I mean? Yeah, but do you just want to view it as a drama channel and? You know, like I said, now like I said, looking at this as a business. First time, like $2,000 on YouTube. I said, I'm not saying that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? But this.
But if you're a guy that's coming from high school, that's a lot of money.
Oh no, I'm saying, but not like compared to what a lot of people make on YouTube. I'm just saying that just from sitting on my ass talking about a hobby that I love. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You got some people here. I don't count anyone's money. You got some people making $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $35,000 a month, more than that. You know what I mean? Just talking about video games. So, like I said, I started looking more from the business aspect of it. At the end of the day, but like I said, all I can say is like be, me myself, just be true to who I am. I don't try to be nobody I'm not. I'm just, who I am is crazy. I get labeled or pegged as being a liar.
Or a pedophile, like...
Everything. Like, my camera is on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'll leave my camera on. Like, you don't get it by now that I can afford whatever the fuck I say I can afford. Like, that's crazy as hell. But, but like I said, it comes along with the territory.
Yeah.
So, shut the on, like I said, do me.
So you have the PS4 Pro, and how is it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it in between? Is it like tell us?
To be honest with you, it's a PS4. I mean, if you enjoyed the PS4, I'll put it to you like this: is it worth getting right now if you have a standard PS4? Right now, this all jokes aside, the issue, or maybe not saying the issue, but the reason why the PS4 Pro may be getting a lukewarm reception is because Sony's trying to hammer home this whole 4K thing, or 1800p upscale to 4K, and graphically, at the end of the day, they don't really look no better than what we've been playing for the last 3 years. You're gonna get a sharper image, but it makes no sense for you to give me The Last of Us in 4K 60, but you're still using the same PS3 textures. Like I've always said time and time again, resolution does not, give you, better graphics. It gives you a sharper image, but not, graphic. That's your textures, your shaders, and all particle. That's all that stuff there. But in my opinion, if you already have a PS4, especially if you don't have a 4K TV with HDR, there's no need right now to get a PS4 Pro. And if you don't have a PS4 at all, by all means, it would make more sense for you to get the better model for $100 more. You know what I mean? But if you already have one and you don't have a 4K TV, you won't really notice a difference, just to be honest with you.
Okay. So just wait and see? Like, just wait?
I mean, I don't, like I said, it depends. If you already have one, maybe things may get better down the road. Like I said the other day, in my honest opinion, and even had the developers came out and said it, that if you are expecting higher resolution but don't expect better graphics, I would rather have better graphics and then let the console upscale to 4K, which is going to upscale anyway. You know what I mean? You're not going to get no native 4K games or any graphically demanding games. You know what I mean? And I said the same thing to Microsoft with the Scorpio. If you're going to waste all the resources, you know what I mean, and just give me 4K 60, I would rather have better graphics, again, upscaled to 4K. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But that's the issue with far as me with the PS4 Pro. You know what I mean? There's not... People, listen, look at it like this. You have 4.2 teraflops, you know what I mean? Let's put it in lane. You have 4.2 teraflops. Within a closed environment, and that's a lot of mustard on the hot dog. You know what I mean? That's a very, very capable console. Because we're not talking about PC guys. We're talking about console gamers. We're going from 1.31 or 1.33, whatever the Xbox is. The PS4 standard is 1.8, and you're going from all the way to 4.2. But you're wasting all the system resources on targeting 1800p. But the graphics are not getting any better. You know what I mean? It's like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would rather, because no one has an 1800p TV or whatever the hell you
of course.
I would rather you just give us 1080p lock 60. And I'm not again, like I said, if the resolution make that much to me, then I would game on a PC. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But we all enjoy graphics. You know what I mean? That's not the graphics that all of y'all, but you can say what you want. We people say, gameplay over graphics, which is cool. I'm not knocking you, but we judge these games by what we see. We don't gameplay until we get it in our hands, you know what I mean? At the end of the day. So, I guess I say, I just wish they would, because to be honest, the Scorpio will be out less than a year or a year from now, and then they're not going to be able to play the resolution game, win that war with the Scorpio, quote unquote. So, what they should do, be able to do, because we're not talking about the hardcore, the casuals are what drives these consoles.
Yeah.
So if a character really is not going to care too much between, native 4K or upscale 4K, but if the game is looking just as good as graphically as the Scorpio, and but just yours is not native, who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? And that's, in my honest opinion, what Sony should do, because you lost the hardware race, but you're going to lose the hardware race once the Scorpio comes here. You're not going to be able to match them as far as terms of resolution, but you can give us better graphics and and let it upscale. You know what I mean? To let it upscale to 4K or whatever the case may be. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean?
How'd you meet Crap Gamer Moods, Broken Game?
Crap at a KKK rally, man. It's like, nah. This me again, like on YouTube. I was just looking for different people, and I'll tell people all the time is go look at Crap earlier channel before you met me. You know what I mean? Crap was Mr. Rogers, straight up and down. You know what I mean? And that's why I say he'd be perfect for what I'm, because I wanted people different. I didn't want to say we all, like I said, people you guys are Xbox, but trust me, we all have our different opinions about everything, religion, politics, you name it. We don't agree on shit. You know what I mean? But that's, like I said, Showstopper, he was a subscriber of mine. And like I always say, I rock out with those that rock out with me. And if I'm on, like you send me invite, I hop in. As long as you've been on weirdo shit, I hop in and I just say, come on a video with me. And Showstopper started doing it. And, Mooch was a subscriber, wanted to come on the show, and, that's how that happened. Tim Dog, I've been on Tim Dog on Twitter, this crazy ass, and, it is what it is.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of today's hip hop and black community as of today?
Hip hop?
Yeah.
Like far as the music?
Yeah, the music.
I'm not a big fan of what you call the quote unquote mumble rap. I like lyrics. I'm more like Nas and Scarface and Jada Kiss rap. I like actually rap, with a substance. You know what I mean? I'm not really with the whole Lil B and Crank That Soldier Boy stuff. That's not really my thing, man. That's not my genre. Like I said, I like real live lyrics in my rap. As far as the black, as far as the black community,
the black community concerned, like
as far as what, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy. I was talking to a good friend of mine yesterday that I grew up with. I'm gonna say if you don't know, I'm from North New Jersey, very bad part of New Jersey. You know what I mean? And we were just talking. I told him, I said I liked it better when I wasn't socially aware. We say quote unquote dumb because then things didn't bother me. You know what I mean? And but as you get a little older. You know what I mean? I'm 38 years old now. 38 years young. I don't think the same way as I used to when I was 15, 16, 17, 18. I started going to jail at a very young age. 14 years old. You know what I mean? But like I said, as you get older, you're blessed. I don't look at things as I used to. You know what I mean? And it does bother me. You know what I mean? To see, especially black men out there just knocking each other off over nothing. But I will say this: the media is a motherfucker because it's over dramatized when black people kill black people. But this, like you say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Why don't you kill who you're next to? White people kill white people. Chinese people kill Chinese people. Asian, whatever race you are, you know what I mean? But of course, like I said in the day, everything's over. And I'm not, dealing with no tinfoil hat here. This is just the truth, you kill who you're next to, your neighbor. That's just the way it has always been. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I think that we should do better.
Mm-hmm.
As a people, you know what I mean? And being that we have social, media and everything, just things that are happening to just the unarmed. But I'm not even going to say black thing because it's bigger than a black thing. Cops are not just killing black, they're also killing whites, whatever. But it's just now that it's more mainstream now because of social media and it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are some of your favorite YouTubers that you watch on a daily basis?
Gamers or
just in general.
I say this shit all the time. When I'm on YouTube, 99.9% of the time I'm looking at some UFO stuff, some politics, or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't really like it. As far as the gaming stuff, I get filled in on Twitter or even Facebook. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I do. Obviously, I'm not just saying this shit to be cool.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch?
What are my thoughts on it?
Yeah, do you like it? Do you like the idea?
Here's the thing. Like I've said before, again, I get paid as me being a Nintendo hater, but maybe I guess I'm showing my age a little longer than two. I remember when Nintendo had all the great third-party support, I feel like I've grown up with Nintendo, but Nintendo hasn't grown up with me, and the reason why, what I mean by that, you know what I mean, not just so much the art style, I just feel like a lot of times, besides, I'm going to come to their policies in a minute, because their policies are horrible, but even their art direction and their characters, even like the art direction, I should say, I don't, not everything got to be murder, kill, but even it's 2000 and it's about to be 17 and their characters still didn't talk. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And there's a big disconnect with Nintendo and a lot of the younger gamers. The reason why, because everything online, social media, YouTube is your number one place for consuming video games, news. Bigger than IGN, that's why IGN and the Kotakus all have channels on YouTube because everyone's on YouTube or, Twitter, whatever the case may be. And Nintendo really doesn't have a presence. Just say YouTube. You got some of the biggest YouTubers out there, the Boogies, the Angry Joes and all that stuff, and they don't really play Nintendo games and stuff on their channel is because, Nintendo doesn't allow it and, they want to take your asses. Like, again, it's one thing I can say, gaming is to be your hobby, but people understand. And I'm not, knocking them. This is it's a business for them. It's a network. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into. You know what I mean? And Nintendo doesn't allow their games to be live streamed and everyone's on Twitch. They just don't get it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you come down to the whole power thing. You look at the Wii U, right? And you look at the Wii U, and people say, "Oh, the Wii U is innovative." The problem is with Nintendo, and this is my opinion, maybe you may feel different, or whoever in the audience may feel different, is that to me they take too much of trying to put their innovation into a gimmick that may be hit or miss, mm-hmm. And they can put their innovation into the game.
I think it has a chance. I surely think it has a chance. I do think that it has a chance being a alternative platform than say you're a mainstream platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, again, it comes down, like, and I'm not even saying that the whole, let me say it like this, let me stop. I think that Nintendo would have did better, if they would have showed the console being outside and then coming in and plugging it up to the TV screen. The reason why I say that because they're adamant of saying this is a home console, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest here, this is a console, or whatever you want to call it, that's coming out in 2017.
It's a hybrid system. So.
Whatever, but they're saying, no, this is well, I get it, but they're saying this is their next console, all right? Forget the features. Something that's coming out in 2017 that may or may not be on par with something that came out in 2013. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you got that one thing. We just left a generation, or where Nintendo's leaving this because the Wii U is their 8th generation offering, where we see how that got its teeth kicked in because the lack of power. There's one thing about not being the power, at least being a capable console. You know what I mean? When you have whole, I should say, multi-plats, the bigger ones, okay? Because I've said this numerous of times, multi-plat rules, exclusives don't hold the punch, as they once did. You might get an exclusive game that may chart for that first month, if you're lucky, the second month, but you'll see the same 10 multi-plats in the top 10 month after month after month, you know what I mean? Because the hardcore game, well, those, the call, again, I don't like Call of Duty, I don't like Assassin's Creed, but we don't really bring these companies any money. It's the casuals, and this is a business at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? And so, like I said, you have Nintendo. What's my man Reggie? He said a comment, but that to me was kind of alarming. You know what I mean? Because he said, he's going to let Microsoft and Sony duke it out for the teraflops and all that stuff right there, which is, fine. But you have to at least be, and then I hear this a lot from a lot of Nintendo fans. Well, we don't need Nintendo to be like Microsoft and Sony. Nintendo will never be like Microsoft and Sony. It's their exclusives that give a console its identity. You know what I mean? But you also have to offer everything else that your competitors are doing. You know what I mean? That's all. You can still do your own thing. I'm not saying you don't not to make your Mario Party 19 or whatever else that you do, but you also have to cover your bases because not everybody can afford to have quote unquote multiple consoles. And if you look at this, like you say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. If you look at Nintendo's when the first the NES, and like they say Nintendo is the granddaddy, grandfather of gaming. My first console wasn't an Atari, it wasn't the ColecoVision. My first console was the NES. So, like I said, it was very, very dear to me. Like I remember Nintendo was great. They had all the third-party support in the world. But I said to say this: if you look at the numbers, besides the Wii, couldn't take the Wii out of it. You know what I mean? Because that appealed to not even casual, non-gamers, such as my grandmother. She had one for the church, but she didn't buy it. All they played was maybe Wii Sports on bingo night, you know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I don't really count the Wii into this. But if you look at their install base, since the NES, from the NES to the Super NES, the install base strong. From the Super NES to the Nintendo 64, the install base strong. From the 64 to the GameCube, the install base strong, you know what I mean? And then you have the Wii U, which was the worst selling console of all time. You know what I mean? So again, is that you have to evolve and change with time, and if you don't, you're gonna become, status like that. You get your favorite rap artist or whatever the hell, and you may, I'll give you an example. You got Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. Mm-hmm. They were popping in the 80s.
In the early 90s.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear them now. No one wants to hear that style of rap because you have to evolve and change with time.
Yeah, they want to hear like Future, Chief Keef, and yeah.
And then maybe they're the purists or the enthusiasts, maybe they're die-hard Nintendo fans. Oh, yeah, we love this, we're great, but you guys are not keeping the lights on. You know what I mean? Like you guys praise, Mario Kart, the Splatoon, and all those. I'm not saying those may not be great games. Just because they're not for me, I'm not saying that they're not great games, but those games are not selling any hardware. You know what I mean? Yes, they may have sold 19 million units or whatever the case may be, but they didn't sell any hardware. So, you know what I mean? So like I said, but like I said again, maybe the Switch may be a hit, maybe it may sell in boatloads, which I don't want Nintendo to fail. I just want them to get with the Joneses, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And stop with the strict policies.
Okay, yeah. What are your future plans for your channel?
Future plans. I'm gonna start live streaming much more. Actually, tonight I'm gonna be playing Mushmouth. We're gonna be live streaming Mortal Kombat. And I want to do a show for Twitter, not Twitch. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? That's just tackles everything while we gaming. And they get people within the audience involved. They can come on the game with me and talk their shit and bug out. You know what I mean? That a few things I can't really speak on right now. I don't like to count my age for the ads, but that's the main thing that I want to do. I want to get a show for Twitch or whatever, live streaming. Just talking about. I host everything with religion,
politics,
it was going on, social injustice, whatever. Talk about everything on the show. Okay.
All right. Do you have anything else to say?
No, you done? Oh, no. Thank you for having me on.